You're alive. Welcome to the One Piece tier list. Power scaling tier list, particularly for anime. This takes into consideration anime only as of like current anime, and then we also take into consideration potential as well as speculation of unshown characters. So let's get started. All right, Akainu. So there's a couple of things. So Akainu has probably one of the most powerful, if not maybe the most powerful offensive devil fruits. In the manga specifically, I know we're talking about anime, but in the manga, they did it. This is for censoring reasons. They t- he took off a piece of Whitebeard's face. Okay, it's pretty strong to be able to do that to Whitebeard. I know he was old and weak, but he was still an emperor. He was still whooping Akainu for the most part. But just that offensive prowess means he can one shot almost really any character. You gotta keep that in mind. It's characters with insane defense that are going to be able to take this guy out and really beat him. He is really strong. He's kind of that character that's like in like a turn-based game, he'd be at like that character with a passive 5,000% offense towards pirates. I don't know what his deal is, but he's pretty crazy. There hasn't really been shown anything post time skip of how powerful he is. We can assume he has hockey and he has observation hockey. Probably not Conqueror's hockey because no Admiral has Conqueror's hockey. So yeah, that's it for Akainu. Green Bull. So let me just show off the tier list first. So this is your average Admiral. I put Akainu here because I think he's more than just your typical Admiral. And I think I'm speculating, my theory is that later on he's going to end up betraying, he's going to get sick and tired of following orders from the high elders, and he's going to go off on his own, or he's just going to disobey. He's going to be free, so to speak, and he's going to get Kankurosaki. So that's my speculation, but also he really is just so strong. I think he is arguably, he's like in between Admiral and Emperor, you know? He's kind of in that weird sweet spot. All right, but this is where most of the Admirals will be. And that's where Green Bull will be. Green Bull is honestly a very interesting character. We finally got to see how strong he is in, I forgot what episode it was, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that he was able to, of course, he was able to beat King and Queen relatively easily. Of course, they were super injured, and that was made very obvious, but he was still fighting like of the seven. I forgot what they're called. I haven't, whatever. And he's really strong. He is really strong. Um, is Devil Fruit is odd? I feel like it has incredible potential. It has really strong destructive power. So there's a way that I kind of rank people, or I scale these fruits. Is I typically do it by destructive potential and like 1v1ing potential. So we'll get it more into it, but for the most part, like think of Akainu's. Akainu's is insane at both of them. And then you also got to take into consideration speed, defense, the character's actual IQ. I think Green Bull's kind of an idiot. Well, here's the weird thing. He's really smart, but he's also kind of an idiot. He's kind of both. Like he's like very arrogant. I think he could get ahead of himself really easily, but I don't know. I really don't. Let's see. So I think that's where he is. We are ranking this within tier lists. All right, Blackbeard. So I think Blackbeard probably goes above Akainu simply because Akainu is really strong. Like, would you like honestly? This is pretty close. Here's the thing: is we don't know a lot about Blackbeard. Does he have Conqueror's hockey? I think that's a big difference. How good is his hockey in general? We could assume that he has become very strong during the post time skip, between time skip. So I would say for now, I would probably put him ahead of Akainu. You also got to remember there's a likeliness of him being able to eat three devil fruits. There's also the likeliness. He's also really smart. You gotta take that into consideration. Like, not probably really fighting smart, but like commanding and planning smart. So he's a weird character. I think he's still very clumsy though. I think that will be something obvious. I think in a 1v1, Blackbeard might beat Akainu. This is what it's gonna be a big thing of how it comes down to how I'm ranking is who would beat who in a fight. Akainu and Blackbeard. Yeah, it's really weird. That's a really weird fight. Akainu could one shot Blackbeard before he even realizes it, but Blackbeard could completely destroy Akainu's Devil Fruit. So like, it's a big mess. So that's where that is. Yeah, Griebel's right there. So okay, Beckman. So Beckman, I think, is really strong. So we really don't know much about him. Okay, so the best points of knowledge that we have about him is he withstood Shanks's Congress Haki, which is pretty small, and then he also held Kizaru at gunpoint. So because of that, I think he's quite strong. You don't really hold Kizaru, the guy that's literally light, at gunpoint for no reason. So, and you gotta also remember, just you kind of have to give him a little bit more credit because he is Shanks's vice captain. So I do put Beckman quite high here. I think you could argue he's at the bottom of this tier. Do I think he beats Green Bull? I don't know. I think he's definitely in this realm of high this tier, low that tier. So this is going to be S, A, B, C, D, E. Or I don't know what this would be. F, I guess. Alright, Big Mom. So Big Mom is kind of weird. Um, Big Mom has just insane destructive potential. I think she has some of the highest destructive potential, maybe. I don't know. You could argue. She just kind of destroys everything she's around. And that's not even talking about her devil fruit and all of her abilities. She doesn't seem to have the craziest Conqueror's hierarchy. Okay, so I'm not really sure about this whole idea, but there's the whole idea of infusing Conqueror's haki. It didn't seem that she knew how to do that. Um, I don't know if it's a big thing or not. And then Big Mom is pretty strong though. She is pretty strong. She has good normal hockey. I think she has good observation hockey. I might be mistaken about that. She was kind of stupid. She wasn't able to find like Chopper and Usopp in the like little tank. I don't know if that really matters. So, I don't know if that has anything to do with observation hockey though. So I'm not gonna put that against her. I think she probably goes. Because here's the thing, she was really clumsy. I think Do I think she's equal with Kaido? No. Kaido is incredibly strong. So I would put Big Mom in this realm, probably close to the middle of this. I think Akainu is probably going to also end up close to the middle of this. Could Akainu beat Big Mom? I think if Big Mom is in at a disadvantage and Akainu is in at an advantage, I very well think Akainu could beat her. Alright, Boa Hancock. We really have not seen much from her. She was able to very easily beat the. Oh my goodness, what are they called? That's in the way. What are these called? I gotta look this up. The things that Kuma, something that happened to Kuma. Let me see. Pacifista. Okay, so Pacifistas, she is able to one-shot Pacifistas, which isn't really that crazy, to be honest. I think it's kind of cool. I think she might possibly be carried by her devil fruit, but her tribe is also really well known for being good at really strong at devil fruits. I don't think, okay, at this point, I don't know if she's on the same level as this. I can speculate though that she did become stronger during the time skip. Um, I would assume she did. And then Beckman is like you just kind of don't know. What else? Like Boa has really good crowd control, I guess you could say, with her abilities. Um, yeah. Um, like for waifu tier list. I'm just gonna leave her. We're gonna be moving these characters around. All right, Cracker. So Cracker is really. I think Cracker might be underrated. He was kind of going toe to toe with Gear 4 Luffy because his Cracker guards or whatever are extremely hard and they are like really strong and he can so here's the thing, he can summon like an infinite amount of them if I'm not mistaken. Am I spelling that right? Oh my gosh, what is wrong with my spelling? I'm literally ugh. I think his devil fruit lets him do a lot. I don't know if it's mentioned really that he can do like an infinite amount, but it really did seem like that way. So I would assume so. I think he has maybe some of the most like if he was fighting a big scale army, that's a really cool thing. I don't think he really excels against characters that are really good at 1v1ing. Like he would get obliterated by these characters. He would probably get obliterated by these characters. He's not, at that level. I think he's probably going to be at the bottom of this list. I think maybe you could arguably put him here if you change mid to decent or okay or decent to a good but has high potential because I do think he has high potential. Imagine if maybe all the crackers could get hockey. You never know. I think he's kind of carried by his devil fruit though. Because I don't think we do see him use hockey in any sort of capacity. All right, crocodile. Um, crocodile's weird. I don't know. So crocodile is pretty strong. Like, could he legitimately go against these characters though? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. You could also assume he's going to have good hockey. Post time skip. You could assume that his devil fruit is gonna awaken. Man, imagine crackers devil fruit awakening. That would be kind of crazy. Anyways, crocodile has some really interesting abilities. I think overall, he's kind of mid. I think you still put him below here. Here's the thing: would I take Cracker over Crocodile? Arguably, you could. You really could. The thing is, Crocodile has a big weakness of water, which is actually kind of funny because Cracker's weakness, they have the same weakness, so it's kind of a goofy out character. I do think he has pretty good upside, like Cracker does, but at the same time, do I expect him to get really that much more powerful? I don't know. So I think for now, I'm gonna put him here. I think high potential is a little bit much. Um, SAB. Um, I think. Okay, no, this is gonna be S. This is gonna be A plus. This is gonna be A, B, C, D. Um, I think that's good though. I think that's good. Okay, Doflamingo. This is probably the most difficult character. This character is gonna be the most frustrating because it's not really about how powerful he is. It's going to be who can beat Doflamingo. Okay, can Cracker beat Doflamingo? Probably not. Neither can Crocodile. But I think Boa, Green Bullet, and Beckman all probably can. Honestly, very easily. Doflamingo is gonna be a mess. We're gonna be moving him around like crazy. All right, Dragon. So I'm going to make a new tier list. It's going to be right here. It's going to be called a Hall, and that's because I'm gonna put a white, and that's because we don't know. We don't know, huh? Huh? What is this character? I've never seen him before. I put him here because I put the tier list here. I'm probably gonna maybe make another one, but most of the characters that are here that we don't know anything about are going to be, I speculate, are going to be extremely powerful. And Dragon is one of those. Somewhere in between here and here. Maybe here, or maybe here. So we don't know. I Fujitora. I think Fujitora has insane destructive capabilities. 1v1ing, it also seems he's very strong. I think he also seems to have extremely high level observation hockey. I don't know about future sight though. It's weird. It kind of feels like he would have future sight, but we don't see it there because when they showed him, it was kind of like before future sight was a thing or was shown. So I would assume that he does, but we don't know. No Conqueror's hockey. He seems to have pretty good armament hockey. His Devil Fruit is crazy. I think his sword is a Devil Fruit, right? I don't know. I forgot. But Fujitora is quite strong. I think what I so here's another thing. It's already starting. I think Fujitora probably may have been able to beat Doflamingo. I think there's a very realistic possibility he could have been able to. It's kind of a weird matchup because Doflamingo, okay, non-sword fighter versus sword fighter, both have devil fruits technically. Um, Conqueror's Haki, no Conqueror's Haki, but like there's just so much unknown between this. I think it's a push. I think you could argue in favor of either of these guys, honestly. Like even in physics, like I'm pretty sure Fujitora is like the same or similar height as Doflamingo, which is really random. The 10 feet tall. He's exactly 10 feet tall. So. Oh, he's 8 feet. Okay, he's not that tall. Alright, so. Yeah. I think you'll probably put Doflamingo maybe just because he has Awakening. I'll say that. He's able to literally heal him. He has such a broken Devil. That's the weird thing. He seems so beatable, but he's like literally a rock. A healing rock. Like, what are you supposed to do? All right, Garp. He automatically goes into this tier. He's probably maybe arguably like reaching this, but not quite there. He's probably going to be somewhere in the middle of this tier. I put Blackbeard not because here because I don't really think there's a debate that he is the most powerful because he's clumsy, because he's slightly incompetent in actual battle. He's kind of carried by his Devil Fruit from what we've seen. We can assume he's a lot more stronger now. Akainu, yeah, that's the reason we put him in this tier that instead of most powerful tier. That's something I just thought of. You might be thinking of Garp. At this age, he's quite old. Um, I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to be extremely strong. I think he's going to be in the high part of this tier, but I don't think he will be. You know, let's put this over here because it's kind of like a weird place. Um, this is the X tier, I guess you could say. So yeah, I think maybe. Do we think that he could be Big Mom? Maybe. We do know that he's going to have. This might be kind of a spoiler, kind of not. Is insane armament hockey. We know that. We might as well just do Garp Prime now. Okay, so Garp in his Prime is nothing short of insane. Okay, very quickly, I'm going to check if this was even recording. Uh, let's continue. Restarting with Garp in Prime and old as well. I will say that Garp in his Prime, maybe you could argue he was debatably the most powerful character. But I don't think you can just because he doesn't have I don't think he has Conquerors. Like, can you put anybody here that doesn't have Conquerors? I don't think so. So I think Garp in his prime is like at the top of this list. Like even Blackbeard, like he has almost I would say the offensive Akainu, and he has like no Devil Fruit. So like he destroys Blackbeard or at least pushes with him because of Blackbeard has the Gura Gura no Mi. And so I would probably just put him at this point because he can probably beat everyone here. Maybe not Big Mom. Like, but that's the weird thing about Big Mom is like you gotta put him. She has to be in a weird situation to be able to beat her because she has Conquer's Hockey and she has Crazy Hockey and all this stuff. So I think you can probably put Big Mom a little bit closer here. I think Garp just gets such a big nod because of how insanely strong his offense is. I would assume his defense is crazy too, and that he could arguably go against Big Mom. And that's the theory. He fought Zebek with Roger. That's the idea. I don't know if this is true or not. God Valley moment. So I think he probably pushes with Big Mom since he was able to fight the King of the Pirates, or be on that level, I guess you could say. Um, Garp old, yeah, is at the bottom of this tier list because he's old. All right, Emu, he goes in the hall category. Um, yeah. Jack, okay, Jack is honestly one of the most annoying characters because he seemed so powerful in Zoe, but he's such a weakling, bro. He gets destroyed by like I think two of the seven whatever I forgot what they're called. Or is it nine? It's nine. That's what I was thinking of. It's nine. Let's see. Is it Akazaya 9? Bro, what is it? What is it called? I don't remember. But those nine characters, the dog beats him. He's not even in this tier list, man. Oh my gosh. But the dog like beats him in his mink form. The mink. Dang, what was his name? Mink. I'm just gonna look up mink and then go from there. Uh, Inurashi. How tall is he? 16 feet tall, bro. He's huge. Um, what's the ability called? Physical Sulong. So he was able to beat him Sulong form. That other fat guy that was like has like a really weird voice in the anime also beat him. Do I even want to try to look him up? I feel like it would take forever. Samurai. Probably would show the samurai. Early in the arc. Oh my gosh, bro, where is he? I think I'm blind. Help me find it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. And then uh, Ashura. Ashura Doji. Dojai. Alright. Yeah, that's him. Um do I think he even has good potential? I'd say yeah, he would probably be like here's the thing, he kind of is I don't think he's average a strong crew because like his crew was strong, but like okay, let's see. If he was in Shanks's crew, would he even be strong? No. He would probably get beaten by anybody on that team. He would be average probably. Um unlike here's a weird thing is like some characters don't beat other characters. I think some characters are just inherently more powerful. So like there's a lot of characters on Straw Hat's career that wouldn't be able to beat Jack. But, the characters that can probably would obliterate him. So it's kind of weird. It really is. I think he's in this weird spot. He's a really weird character. Jinbei is quite interesting. Jinbei definitely goes in this tier. He is definitely the master of all fundamentals. Can you argue him in this grouping here? Can you argue? Oh, you know what? Boa. Should Boa be here? I think Boa probably does beat Doflamingo. I think Jinbei probably also beats Doflamingo. We put Fujitora here because we don't know if he beats Doflamingo because he's weird. Jinbei has crazy hockey. He maybe might awaken Conqueror's hockey in the future. We don't know. We don't know anything about Boa, but we can assume she's really strong. Especially, I believe her bounty like goes crazy after Wano. But Jinbei also has the Goofy blue hockey or something. Fishman karate. Just really smart, really strong. He's not gonna do anything stupid. I think at the very least he could probably push with Doflamingo. He has some really strong techniques. Remember, he was able to like push Big Mom off, and he's also got balls. All right, Jozu. So Jozu is an interesting character. I think he has one of the coolest devil fruits in the entire show. Can I stop this? I don't know. He has such a good devil fruit. He is really cool. I think he probably is really strong. Do I think he has high potential? Not really, because he's kind of old. I don't think he's gonna really get that much stronger. I think also, where is he in the show? I don't know if he actually died, because they did say that a bunch of the admiral or the uh, commanders of Whitebeard's crew got hunted down. I don't know if they died or if they just got captured, but do I think he goes in this tier? Maybe. I don't know. I think he could probably be good. I think maybe the bottom of this tier. Do I think he beats Cracker? Maybe. I don't. Do I think he beats? I think this is a good tier, or is just good, bro. This tier gets bigger and bigger with every character that goes in it. I think he's just good. He really is. The characters who are have the high potential are gonna go above the characters that are just good. All right, Kaido, our first debatably most powerful character, straight into that tier. What is this? It's kind of hot. Anyways, Kaido is. Where do I start, man? He can infuse Conqueror's Haki. He has Conqueror's Haki. He has extremely strong armament Haki. Do we think he has future sight? I'm not really sure. We could try looking that up, but I think overall, his stamina is insane. Probably some of the best stamina in the entire show. Um, Beating Luffy 2 times? 3 times? I don't remember. Uh, I can't count properly. Wait, he beat Luffy. He beat Luffy the first time at the by the mountain in the city. Then he beat Luffy. Yeah, he beat Luffy 3 times. Yeah. Well, technically, I guess you could say he didn't because of that government agent SP0 guy doing stuff. Okay, let's see. Main. Let's see. Powers should be powers. Hockey. He can also use the advanced form that allows him to see them into the future. See, there you go. There you go. So he is just insane, bro. He has such good hockey. He has good hockey. He has good. All three of his hockeys are insane. He has the ability to infuse it. Okay, see? He is able to infuse it. and like he has probably some of the best stamina. Also, he has this thing, bro. This thing is so cool. If I was a One Piece character, that's the weapon I'd be using, by the way. Maybe something a little bit more pointy, though. Wait. All right. Um. So yeah, he's definitely debatably most powerful character. You can make a case. Katakuri. All right, Katakuri, I think is probably I don't know really what the like current landscape of what other people think is, but I think Katakuri is extremely strong for what I say. You could say he's been given credit for. Excuse me. He has future sight. Okay, future sight is a notable thing. He basically went toe to toe. Okay, Luffy barely edged out. You gotta think about this. Luffy barely edged out Katakuri with Gear 4 Snake Man. So you have to admit that he is really strong. Gear 4 Luffy is probably towards the top here, maybe the bottom of this. But Katakuri is really strong. Plus, he has Future Sight. He's the one that gave Luffy Future Sight. He probably beats Fujitora. He probably beats Dofi. He also has Conqueror's Haki. He also has really good armament Haki. Like, his Devil Fruit's insanely versatile. He's just insane. I think he beats Jinbei. Probably beats Bo. We don't know how Sussy Baka he is, but he is really strong. I think it's around here because you just kind of start speculating. You don't know. I'm going to put him below Beckman for this at this point because we don't know about Beckman. I think Green Bull is really strong. He was able to beat Akazaya 9 and Yamato. So like he's a weird character. He's a really weird character. He actually might be seeing some movement forward. See some movement moving forward. Kid. Oh brother, where do I start with Kid? This is gonna be obviously the biggest tier. Um, I might even have to split this into two tiers. Kid is really, really weird. I think he might not even be Katakuri. He is that weird of a character. So he relies on having a lot of metal around him. So like, if say that happened in the Mirrorverse, he wouldn't have all that metal, so he'd probably get obliterated. He has his awakening. It turns people into magnets. It's also dependent on his surroundings. So like it's a big mess. Oh, dang it. Um. So yeah, I would say Katakuri probably beats Kid in a controlled or a very arena style place, but in a battlefield where there's a lot of metal, Kid probably maybe edges out Katakuri. Do we know if Kid can use Future Sight? Weapons. So yeah, but we don't know if he has Future Sight. So oh, he does. So he has Conqueror's Haki, but obviously it's not that strong. So that's something that you gotta take into consideration. But yeah, he does have everything. Doesn't have Future Sight though. I think really he is very close to Katakuri. I'm gonna put him a little bit below because he relies on having good surroundings with metal. Usually that is, the case, but there are gonna be situations where you don't have metal around you. such as when Magneto got imprisoned. Really random. Killer's a weird character. Like, they try to make him fight Zorro, and of course, like, it just looked kind of weird. Does he even have hockey? I think he has hockey. I'm gonna be looking at this all the time. Like, he's a weird character. Hockey. Okay, so he has the two. Wait, Bushoko, Kiko. Okay, yeah, that's the Bushoko. Is it Bushoko? Bushoku and Ken Bushoku. I don't use the Japanese terminology because I watched it on subtitles. Um, I think Jozu beats him. I think Crocodile maybe beats him. I don't know. It's a kind of a good matchup for Crocodile unless he knows how to get water. Wait, he doesn't have a devil fruit. Oh wait, no, he does because he ate the smiley fruit. Oh, that sucks, bro. Cracker, uh, probably also beats Killer. Arguably not, maybe you don't know, but he is just like I guess he's just good. Yeah, there you go. Okay, King, one of the most annoying frustrating characters in the show. He sucks. He sucks, bro. It is unbelievable how sad this character is because he sucks. He is so incompetent. Okay, like I need to actually do some research because from what I see in the anime, he don't use hockey. He probably could use hockey. Like okay, like oh wow, yeah, yeah. He was able to use hockey on his sword, and he's able to use Kenbun Koshoku. I'm gonna have to get used to saying these things. Like, is this really like? Is this your king? I guess you could say. Is this your king? No, he's not my king because he sucks. He's carried by his genealogy, and he cannot. He is literally like kind of like Sasuke in Naruto. Like he's carried by his genealogy with the Sharingan. This guy is carried by his stupid hardening ability and his fire. So it's really annoying. Now I think the fire does come from his genealogy. The devil fruit just lets him turn into a pteranodon. He's also huge. What's his height? What's his height? I gotta know his height. I'm obsessed with these heights, dude. 20 feet tall, bro. He is 5 times taller. I know. About 4 times. A little less than 4 times taller than Zoro is, and he still lost. What a loser. He sucks. I think all of these characters may have been able to beat him, and this is not Zoro a Zoro hating, okay? I think Zoro is very, very strong. But are you kidding me, bro? Like this dude, like it's like Zoro didn't even struggle. He didn't. He had to run a lot and he had to go all over the place. But once he was able to cut him, he just beat him. Like he sucks. He literally like I arguably like okay. Let's just do it right now. Oh my gosh, Queen. I put Queen ahead of King. This may sound stupid, but Queen has the ability to actually make stuff. He has cybernetics. He's insanely durable. Like, at least he's smart, right? At least he's not carried by his abilities. That's why Queen is above King. It's ridiculous. Queen. I don't think that King is that strong. King is the most sad character because of how much potential. He might even be in here. He might even be here. I don't think we're not going to degrade him that far, but he has really high potential, but he's not just good, okay? He's not that bad. because he is really fast and he is really durable. So like, would he be Cracker though? Probably, because he's just so fast. Crocodile, probably. Jozu. I don't know if he beats Jozu. Like, Jozu's arguably just as durable as him. You don't know. Honestly, we don't know much about Jozu in general. I think he might be higher than we think. These things, like I'm gonna say it, but there's groupings. There's going to be groupings where all the characters are basically this just equal. All right, Kizaru. Kizaru is going to be here. I also, with Akainu, think he is built different. He is built different. In the terms of his Devil Fruit, he isn't literally built different like some characters, but I think that he has some really strong capabilities. I'm not really going to look at this. Oh, that's tough, bro. Just barely missing out on the double digit feat. Um, he does have hockey. Like, uh, yeah, it's just, I guess. But he doesn't have, it doesn't seem like he has future sight. Um, Genbunshoko or Genbunshoku. He is extremely fast. Like, does he really do stuff at the speed of light? I don't know. Maybe. Like, you gotta remember, okay, it's light, or, bro, oh my gosh. I'm gonna go crazy here. Force is equal to mass times acceleration. He accelerates at the speed of light. That's why his abilities are so strong. But it's One Piece, so characters can take hits from the speed of light, so it doesn't really make sense. If he did, by the way, if he did actually hit at the speed of light, he would literally like be making atomic bombs with every kick. Like, seriously, bro. You kind of underestimate the speed of light. Oda kind of did himself a doozy on that one. It's gonna be hard to fix later on. Kuma is really strong. All right, Kuma. Okay, hold on real quick. Let's put him here for now, just as a placeholder. Kizaru, I think he arguably could beat Garp. Garp is very strong still. I think he's also very fast. This is a very big push. I don't think maybe you kind of like draw the line right here, but like, I don't know. You would also assume that he likely has future sight. You gotta assume some things. You gotta assume that he won't have some things. Like, I don't know how it is. You know how it is. You gotta speculate, but there's also a level of bias. I think he is the 420 monster. So, yeah. I don't smoke. Kuma is probably right around. Okay, so here's a weird thing. You know what? This is definitely going to be one where we'd have to see his hockey. Oh my gosh, bro. Why did this stupid thing? Actually, we did look him up already. Well, no, we like went to him, but we didn't actually read his stuff. Oh, no, we did read his stuff. Hockey, 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 hockey. Okay. We don't see him. We don't see hockey. I do not see hockey mentioned here. That is very interesting. Can he use hockey? Bro. That is crazy. I'm just reading all this stuff. I'm wasting time. Um, Kuma. Kuma is probably not as strong as I thought he was, because I thought he would be able to use hockey, but it's not mentioned in the wiki. I would assume. I think I need to watch the dang episodes, man. I have not been actually watching the episodes because I'm kind of lazy, but more so because I kind of like having a couple episodes to watch. Kuma is weird. I think he could be here or he could be here. So it's a big mess. I'm going to say probably destructive potential is insane. 1v1ing potential is also kind of insane. I think his destructive potential is quite high though. I think he probably goes around here. Do I think Boa can beat Kuma? Maybe. Depends on how much of a sussy Bakuguma is. But he is a cyborg, and he's an INFJ. If you understood that reference, you are very smart. You're weird, like me. Um, Kuzan. Alright, so Aokiji is so cool, bro. I love him. He is such a cool character. Kuzan. Oh, brother, where do we put him? I hate. So here's the weird thing. Is this even an admiral tier list? Because we're putting most of the admirals here. I think he does deserve to be here. He went toe to toe with Akainu. That is it. He went toe to toe with Akainu. And now he has something else. Post time skip. We don't know. He may have Conqueror's Hockey though. We don't know. Because he is free. So I think that's a likely possibility. I think my theory is that he's actually going to betray Blackbeard. So yeah. What is that? My goodness. So distracting. My goodness. Yeah, that's really where it is. I think his crowd control is some of the best, perhaps. I think 1v1ing, it seems like it's pretty good if he could literally go against a Kainu who has insane 1v1ing potential. So, alright, Law. And do note this does take into consideration actual intelligence. So, Law is going to be likely around here as well. He is another character who's kind of carried by his Devil Fruit. I do not think he has Conk. Does he have Conk? Does he have Conk? What in the world? Is this like the game or something? Why is it so different? Bro, what the heck, bro? I'm just gonna literally look it up on the internet. Can Law use Conqueror's Hockey? He does not have it. He can certainly gain it in the future. Okay. Okay, he doesn't have Conqueror's Hockey. People, the consensus is that he doesn't. It is kind of dumb, but you gotta remember he has one of the probably most insane Devil Fruits of all time. How much was the government gonna buy it for? 5 billion? It is nothing short of insane, bro. You might argue that he does have that over Kid, but Kid has Conqueror's Hockey over him, so it's like kind of balanced. Law has Awakening, he has Awakening, so like you do say though, I do think Law's fruit is literally just better than Kid's. It really is that way. I hate to say it, but that's the truth. Yeah, really. That's really it. Do I think he could beat Katakuri? No. Nobody can beat Katakuri because Katakuri has Future Sight and nobody else here has Future Sight. Boa might. Wait, I didn't look up Boa. This actually might be quite an aid to the tier list. What in the world, bro? She has Conquerors? Alright. She has it. Alright, so this is Future Sight? No Future Sight. Okay, so this is actually kind of helpful. She has Conqueror's Haki. So this honestly doesn't really change much, to be honest. Because she is really strong, but like, does it really change? Like, do I think Law and Kid could beat her? Law probably maybe could. I think Kid probably maybe could. Probably not on the Amazon Women Island because there's probably no metal there, but or there's not that much metal there. But Katakuri probably beats Boa still because Boa is just doesn't have future sight, and Katakuri is just insane in strength. So yeah. All right. One, two, three, four. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. Okay, let's do one more character. Lucky Roo. Lucky Roo is going to be at the bottom of this tier. Because, you know what? We're just going to put him in front of King for that reason, for that matter. Remember, okay, so this is basically the Sanji equivalent of Shanks' crew. You gotta keep that in mind. So because of that, um, Lucky Roo is going to be above King because we do think he could beat King. And in fact, actually, he'll probably be above Queen too. Because I do think he can beat King and Queen. Like, we literally don't know anything about him. I'm typing with one hand. Please don't. Bushoku Haki. So Bushoku Haki. Bushoku is oh, that's the other one. Hashoku is Conquerors. That's not a good gift for that. I'm just saying it. Ken Bunshoku is the oh, observation hockey. But yeah, all right. We are gonna end it well with Luffy. Luffy is in the debatably most powerful tier list, but he will be under Kaido. Kind of. I don't know. I think they're just gonna be grouped together because of a couple reasons. You gotta take into consideration that Luffy, for the most part, isn't actually trying to kill. That's one thing. Or he kind of is, but I don't know. He kind of messes around though. But also, so does Kaido, so it doesn't really change anything. The point is that Luffy, Gear 5, is insane, bro. Cartoon Force is literally by itself puts you in the debatably most powerful tier list. Is he the most powerful tier list? Probably not. But you can certainly make the case for it. This isn't the best. This is perhaps the best. So we really don't know. We just really don't know. I think he's got everything though. He's got Future Sight, Infused Conqueror's Haki, Conqueror's Haki itself, normal Haki. He has Ryuo, which you could argue is actually better, and you can put that ahead of Kaido. But like, he has everything, bro. He has everything. Um, yeah. I think that's really all it is. It's pick your choice. Me personally, I like Kaido's style more, like fighting style. Luffy's kind of goofy. Well, actually, Gear 4 Luffy is kind of awesome. But yeah, um, let's go to Magellan real quick, and we'll end the video there. I think Magellan is underrated. One of the most powerful poisonous characters. Is that a Logia? It's a Logia, I'm pretty sure. But he is very strong. You gotta remember, this is Poison we're talking about. He could probably beat half the characters on this dang list. Oh my gosh, just let me put it there. Um, yeah, I think this is where he goes. He probably can't beat any of these other characters. Can he beat Doflamingo? I don't know. You know what? Actually, Lucky Roo probably could be Doflamingo. We're putting him there. It's kind of weird. This is speculation, guys. This is speculation. And girls, I guess. Maybe. Magellan, Poison. Wait, is it purple? He's literally going to the top tier if it's purple. Dang it. No, it's like, wait, is it? I can't tell. I'm kind of colorblind. Let's look at the description. Which is oh is oh wow, this is really cool. Poison block light wax. Does he even have the? He doesn't have. Bro, imagine, imagine with. Oh, bro, imagine with an awakening. How strong that would be. Oh my gosh, bro. Such a strong devil fruit. Such a strong devil fruit. Loki kind of carried by his devil fruit. Loki. Magellan. It is. Oh wait, what? It is not Logia. It is Paramecia. All right, so it is different. It is different. So it's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Well, he's able to like make poison. I guess I would assume he's also like immune to poison. Does he have? He doesn't seem to have hockey simply because it's not mentioning it here. Poison to his food with flavor. What, bro? This is really random. That's pretty funny. Wait, what? That's, oh my goodness, this is really random. What kind of like what is his like genealogy too? Wait, how tall is he? 16 feet, of course. Huge. Anyways, he is very strong. I remember this is the character that near. Actually, in reality, he was the first character to actually. Well, no, because Crocodile beat Luffy, but he was the one that almost killed Luffy. He was the closest to killing Luffy, probably. You could argue that all you want in the comments, but like for part two, like for part two of this tier list, as well as a part three for the waifu One Piece tier list, and maybe even just an anime waifu tier list. I and honestly, I'm just gonna make tier lists. That's what I like to do and rant. I'm a yapper. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.